Hello people, and welcome to Crypto Exposed. Okay guys, got a post here from Dagnum PI who's been reposted by the HBAR Foundation, and I think you're going to want to see this. He says, breaking, $HBAR. Hedera just dropped a bombshell. Swift testing coming in 2025. The global financial messaging giant is set to begin testing. This is massive for digital asset adoption. Swift connects over 11,000 banks and processes trillions in transactions daily. Think real-time settlements, tokenized assets, and micropayments going mainstream. Mind blown. Okay, so this is something that we've been speaking about for a long time, and as I say, it's not when I say mind blown because like it's not that I didn't see this kind of stuff coming. It's just surreal when you actually start to see the pieces actually coming together, right? It's like I said before with like just now having a pro-crypto president. We had 4 years under the Gary Gensler regime, and what did he do for crypto? Nothing. If anything, he just harmed crypto, right? So we had 4 years of no real regulations coming through, nothing positive happening on a whole for crypto, just lawsuits getting dropped left, right and center, and everybody worried who's in crypto because you never know whose token's going to be next. Now we have lawsuits being dropped left, right and center because they know that they were unfair. We've got things like a crypto US stockpile being looked at to be coming into play, ETFs being approved, a crypto chair, pro crypto Caesar. Like we've got everything going in the complete opposite direction. So as much as like you expect this stuff to happen over time, when you see it happening in such a quick dramatic fashion, the change, like the literal 180, it's just surprising. It's still surprising and surreal to see. So we're talking about Swift here. Yes, look, and this is stuff that I've covered with XRP before. I've said this numerous times. You know, XRP was never going to replace Swift, but it can complement Swift, right? It can help Swift, but it's not going to replace it. But one thing I will say here is that, they're talking at HederaCon. So is this something that HBAR will maybe have a part in? Very possible. Now, I do want to say this for the HBAR watchers, because obviously this is relating to HBAR. She doesn't mention HBAR specifically here, so there's no set thing to say. They're definitely, relating this to HBAR. So they could just be talking about digital tokens in general. They could be talking about XRP. They could be talking about HBAR. They could be talking about numerous, right? But one of the things that someone said here underneath, like, because I just looked at the comments, because I knew like there's probably going to be a lot of people who I'm mentioning, well, what about XRP? Because a lot of people don't understand how all this works, and they think XRP is like the chosen one, and that was going to be the one coin, for banks and all that kind of stuff, which is completely inaccurate. And, you do see some people saying here, well, I thought XRP was going to be used by Swift and stuff, and what does that mean? And Dagnum PI responded beautifully, and he said, look, it just means that basically, there's going to be more than one winner when it comes to payments. It just means that Ripple are not going to be the only player that could be successful in payments. I said this ages ago, and I completely agree. Like I did a video covering how HBAR was being utilized for cross-border payments with Asian banks. It was being tested and piloted. So this was something that I could see from a mile off, to be honest with you. But just seeing it now being talked about, and it's official and it's all coming into fruition, because guys, we're starting to get now into like the utility phase of crypto, right? So at the moment, it's all still speculation that really drives price, but we're getting to the point now over the next few years where I think you're going to start to see the utility that's going to play a much bigger part in the value of these cryptos, right? The cryptos that are more valuable, that are actually like serving a purpose, that have got, utility that, banks might want to use, Swift might want to use, institutions might want to use, enterprises, that kind of stuff. These are the tokens that are going to have a lot more value because they're useful to people, right? And even from still a speculation standpoint, people will deem it a valuable asset because institutions are using it, right? Like, so this is where you're going to start to get to like utility playing much more of a part in like the values of these crypto tokens. And so look, is Swift going to potentially work with HBAR? Well, I'll say this, look, even though like HBAR wasn't mentioned specifically, they are at HederaCon here, so it is Hedera's conference. So is it possible that there's something going on here? Yeah, possibly. You know, like I'm not gonna like see. I'm not someone who's like a dot connector, so I'm not gonna just say, oh, there's definitely is, because you know, for me, unless I've got something a bit more concrete, then I wouldn't want to say that, right? But it's very possible. Like, it is very possible that they're here at HederaCon because they've been working with Hedera. Like, you know, that's not a wild claim to make, right? Like, that makes sense. So whether it is true, I don't know, but it's very possible. But look, as Dagnum PI said here, like, it doesn't have to just be XRP that's successful in payments. HBAR can get a piece of this market. Like, when I was talking about tokenization before, I've said to you guys, you know, numerous times, it's not going to be just HBAR that gets tokenized on. Right? It's not going to be just XRP. It's not going to be just Ethereum or whatever. Like, there's going to be numerous. There's going to be numerous different chains. So thinking like, you know, this one coin is going to rule them all and it's going to be the only winner it's very silly thinking. It's not going to work. It is going to be an effort where there'll be multiple winners. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to just have one cryptocurrency and then every other cryptocurrency dies. That's not the right type of thinking. There'll be numerous. There'll be the ones that serve purposes that will stick around, right? What will happen is regulations will come through, and the tokens that really can't meet the grade for the regulations, you know, those will kind of start to cease to exist. And you know, the basically the institutions and stuff, the enterprises, they're going to start looking at the cryptos that are actually doing things that are useful, right? They're going to want to say, hey, like, you know, do you guys have HBAR? We'll provide custody services for you. Like, keep your HBAR with us. And, oh, you know, we're providing this service through HBAR now and this kind of stuff. So they'll actually be utilizing the platforms and things like that and the crypto technology. That's how it's going to be. Now, the other cryptos that are like, you know, fart coin, do you know what I mean? What purpose are people going to have for those? Now, I'm not saying that can't still have a market. Like, you know, people like to gamble. So, you know, people just like with casinos, they'll like to go to them. So there could still be a little room there for meme coins to have its own little place. But I don't think it'll be anywhere near as big as what it is right now, in my opinion. That's my opinion. But it could still have its place. But, you know, that depends where they go with meme coins, right? Like, at the moment, it's looking that meme coins are being deemed as collectibles and not securities and stuff like that. So it's looking like it will have its own, you know, it will have its own space. It's not going to be a thing where they're completely ruled out. But it will mean, like, for example, like rug pulls. Because one of the things that you have as an issue with meme coins is a lot of people are just rug pulling them. That they're just, you're getting like celebrities now who are just looking at them as quick cash grabs. And not just celebrities, you know, developers will come out making it like, you know, this is going to be the main meme coin forever. Like, this is the one. And, you know, they get a bit of value and then just rug pull the token and you're just left holding the bag, right? It's worthless now. So that will be a problem. But yeah, like, you know, like that kind of stuff will get stamped out. So even when you are with meme coins, they will have to do it by a certain standard, by certain laws to make sure that they're not, you know, robbing investors. And so it will make it a lot more of a safe space. And so as that starts to come through more, and as I say, like the you know, the institutions start getting involved, like, this is what we're talking about now, guys. This is it. And if Swift are testing and, you know, start to implement digital assets, it's game over, guys. Like, once you start getting into that field as well, like we're talking huge adoption, ridiculous adoption. So yeah, like if this is the case, if HBAR are being utilized by Swift, or if they are going to be doing some testing, and this is the thing, like they're saying testing, so there could be numerous assets that they're trying. So HBAR could be one of them. Do you know what I mean? So even if they're not specifically speaking about just HBAR, it could be like, hey, yeah, we're going to try HBAR, we're going to try XRP, we're going to try XDC, we're going to try ETH, we're going to, you know, compare and see what we think. It could be that, right? Like trial and error, like see which network we want to go with, which one we think's the right one. But as I say, there could be different ones used for different things, right? So it could be, for example, that HBAR is used for tokenization, but XRP is used for cross-border payments, right? Like it could be different things. So that's another thing that you have to think about. And that's what I mean when I say there doesn't have to be just one coin that wins all this. It can be numerous different ones. But if HBAR's in the mix, great. Absolutely incredible. So it's got the technology to. So I don't see why it wouldn't. So yeah, like this is massive, guys. This really is a big deal. So I'll leave it here, but guys, this is welcome to the future. Like this is where we're going. And if Swift is a part of this with HBAR, believe me, we are in for something good with HBAR. We really are. Thank you very much for watching this. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. and hit that bell. Take care.